Hello, everyone. Meet Susan, a 45-year-old single mother leading a busy life selling goods at the local farmer's market. Her life seemed peaceful until one day she began to feel constantly tired, had a poor appetite, and experienced frequent, sharp pains in her right side. Initially, she dismissed it as exhaustion from overworking. However, when the pain intensified, she decided to get a checkup. The results were shocking. She was diagnosed with chronic hepatitis B, and worse, the disease had already progressed to cirrhosis. The doctor warned her that if not managed properly, she was at risk of developing liver cancer. Susan felt lost and asked herself, why didn't I know about this disease sooner? How can I protect myself and my family? Susan's story is not unique. Millions of people worldwide, including here in America, are living with hepatitis B or C without knowing it until their symptoms become severe. So how can we find out and prevent this disease? What can we do to avoid being in Susan's situation? Today, I will help you understand what hepatitis B and C are, why they're so dangerous, and most importantly, how you can protect your health and the ones you love. Ready? Let's get started. Ask yourself a question. When was the last time you had your liver checked? If you've never been tested, go ahead and comment, "I will get my liver checked," below this video. Don't worry, because I'm going to guide you step by step to help you understand and take action starting today. What are hepatitis B and C? Understanding their characteristics and symptoms. Following Susan's story, you might be wondering, what exactly are hepatitis B and C? How can I find out before it's too late? Don't worry. In this section, I will explain it in the simplest way possible so you can learn about these two diseases, their key warning signs, and why they're so dangerous. Let's explore them together. Hepatitis B and C are diseases caused by viruses that attack the liver, a vital organ that helps the body get rid of toxins, metabolize nutrients, and produce essential proteins. When the hepatitis virus enters the body, it causes inflammation and damage to the liver, affecting the entire body. But what's the scary part? Both of these viruses can silently damage your liver for years without any clear symptoms. By the time you find out, the disease may have progressed to cirrhosis or even liver cancer. So, how are hepatitis B and C different? I'll tell you. Hepatitis B is caused by the HBV virus and can be transmitted through blood, unprotected sex, or from a mother to a baby during childbirth. In America, millions of people are living with hepatitis B, and many are unaware they have it. Hepatitis C, on the other hand, is caused by the HCV virus and is most often transmitted through blood, such as by sharing needles or using unsterilized medical equipment. What's interesting is that hepatitis C can now be cured in 95 to 99% of cases if detected early. However, if found too late, the consequences can be severe. Let's talk about the symptoms. This is a crucial part to remember. Hepatitis B and C often have no clear symptoms in the early stages. Many people only feel tired, have a poor appetite, or sometimes feel a dull pain in their right side. But when the disease becomes severe, you may notice symptoms like yellowing of the skin and eyes, dark urine, or sharp pain in the right side. What's more dangerous is if the liver starts to develop cirrhosis or turns cancerous, you may experience rapid weight loss, abdominal swelling due to fluid retention, or persistent unexplained fatigue. Stop for a moment and ask yourself, am I overlooking these signs? If you've ever felt persistent fatigue or any of the symptoms I just mentioned, go ahead and comment, "I need to get tested," below this video. Don't be afraid, because early detection is the key to protecting your health. Another secret I want to share. Not everyone infected with hepatitis B or C virus will get liver cancer. However, the risk is 100 times higher than for those who are not infected. For hepatitis C, even after being cured, the risk of liver cancer is still higher than for hepatitis B. Therefore, understanding the disease and getting regular liver checkups are absolutely essential. To make it clear, think of your liver as a friend that works silently without ever stopping to keep your body healthy. But when it's attacked by a virus, it's like a house being eaten by termites from the inside. You won't see anything until the house starts to crumble. So being aware of the symptoms and understanding hepatitis B and C will help you protect your liver house before it's too late. In the next section, I will explain why treating and preventing hepatitis B and C are so important and what you can do starting today to protect your health. Do you want to know the secrets to minimizing your risk of liver cancer? Keep watching and don't forget to leave your questions in the comments. What do you wonder about hepatitis B or C? Let me know so I can answer in the next section. Why is it important to treat and prevent hepatitis B and C? Now that you understand what hepatitis B and C are and their warning signs, you might be wondering, why should I care about treatment and prevention? If I don't have any symptoms, do I need to worry? The answer is yes, and the reason will make you rethink everything. In this section, I will explain why taking action today to prevent and treat hepatitis B and C not only protects your health, but could also save your and your family's lives from the risk of liver cancer. Let's find out the answers. Imagine your liver is an amazing machine that works non-stop to keep your body healthy. But when hepatitis B or C viruses attack, this machine starts to get damaged. If you don't fix it in time, it can lead to cirrhosis, a condition where the liver loses its function, and worse, liver cancer, which is a deadly disease with a very low survival rate. Did you know? In America, liver cancer is one of the leading causes of death, and hepatitis B is the main cause in over 70% of patients. As for hepatitis C, even with effective treatment, the risk of liver cancer is still many times higher than for people who are not infected. So why is early treatment important? For hepatitis C, the good news is we have modern antiviral drugs that can cure it in 95 to 99% of cases if detected in the early stages. Just 12 weeks of treatment and you can get rid of the virus completely. But if you let the disease progress to cirrhosis, the treatment period will be longer, up to 24 weeks, and the effectiveness may decrease. Treating hepatitis B is more complex because there is currently no cure. However, medication can suppress the virus and prevent the disease from progressing to cirrhosis or liver cancer. But the big issue is, many people think that if they don't have symptoms, they don't need treatment. This is a dangerous mistake. The hepatitis B virus can silently damage the liver for 20 to 30 years without you knowing until a doctor says you have liver cancer. What about prevention? Here are the tips that will help you avoid ending up in Susan's situation from the story at the beginning. First, getting regular liver checkups is a must. If you're infected with hepatitis B, your doctor will recommend a checkup every 6 months to monitor liver enzyme levels, viral load, and the degree of liver stiffness. For hepatitis C, even after being cured, you still need to be checked every 6 months because the risk of liver cancer remains. Second, getting the hepatitis B vaccine is the most effective way to protect yourself and your family. In America, this vaccine is included in the National Immunization Program. But have you checked if you and your children have received the full series of vaccinations? Stop for a moment and think. When was the last time I had my liver checked? Is my family fully protected? If the answer is no, go ahead and comment, "I will take action immediately," to remind yourself to start today. Another benefit of early prevention and treatment is that you not only protect your health, but also save money and time. Liver cancer treatment can cost tens of thousands of dollars and drag on for years, not to mention the emotional toll. In contrast, a blood test for hepatitis costs only a few $100s, and in many places is covered by health insurance. See? Taking action today is not just an investment in your health, but also a gift for your future and your families. So, how do you get started? Don't worry, in the next section, I will guide you step by step to get tested, receive treatment, and change your lifestyle to help you and your family stay safe from the dangers of hepatitis B, C, and the risk of liver cancer. Do you want to know how to minimize your risk of liver cancer with small changes in your life? Keep watching and don't forget to leave your questions in the comments. Do you want to know more about the hepatitis B vaccine or how to check your liver at home? Let me know so I can answer. Detailed guide for getting tested, treatment, and lifestyle changes to protect your liver. Hello everyone. We have been on a long journey from understanding what hepatitis B and C are and the reasons we must take immediate action to prevent the risk of liver cancer. Now, do you want to know how to protect your liver in a clear, easy to follow, and effective way? In this final section, I will guide you step by step to get tested, receive treatment, and change your lifestyle to help you and your family stay safe from the dangers of hepatitis B and C. Get your pen and paper ready because these tips are not only useful, but could also change your life. Step 1. Get a liver checkup. Take action today. To protect your liver, the first step is to get tested to see if you are infected with the hepatitis B or C virus. This is something everyone should do, especially if you live in a big city like New York or Los Angeles, where hepatitis B affects millions of people. So, how do you get tested? You need to go to a reliable hospital or clinic. A simple blood test, which includes a test for the HBsAg antigen for hepatitis B and the anti-HCV antibody for hepatitis C, is enough to detect the virus. Call to book an appointment at a nearby hospital or clinic. If you're worried about the cost, don't be. In America, many liver tests are covered by health insurance, especially under national healthcare programs. A test might only cost around $50 to $100. When you get the results, ask your doctor about your liver enzyme levels, ALT, AST, viral load, if positive, and the degree of liver stiffness through an ultrasound or fibroscan. If the results are negative for both viruses, get the hepatitis B vaccine immediately. Ask yourself, can I set aside a morning to get my liver checked? If the answer is yes, comment, I'll go get my liver checked this week to make a commitment to yourself. Step 2. Treat hepatitis B and C. Don't let the virus win. If you find out you are infected with hepatitis B or C, don't panic. Timely treatment will help control the disease and reduce the risk of liver cancer. Hepatitis C, the good news is that hepatitis C can be cured with modern antiviral drugs like sulfobusphirin or ledapisphere. If detected early, before cirrhosis, you only need 12 weeks of treatment, and the cure rate is as high as 95 to 99% of cases. If it has progressed to cirrhosis, the treatment period will be longer, up to 24 weeks, and the effectiveness may decrease. Treating hepatitis B is more complex because there is currently no cure. However, medication can suppress the virus and prevent the disease from progressing to cirrhosis or liver cancer. But the big issue is many people think that if they don't have symptoms, they don't need treatment. This is a dangerous mistake. The hepatitis B virus can silently damage the liver for 20 to 30 years without you knowing until a doctor says you have liver cancer. Hepatitis B treatment can consist of using antiviral drugs such as tenofovir and entecavir and interferon. However, this treatment can cost expensive and the treatment duration is long, sometimes even lifelong. So if you are not treated early on, the pain you experience from the damage to your liver and the economic burden on your family will be great. The next step of this part, take action today. Hepatitis B. Hepatitis B treatment is more complex because there is currently no cure. However, medications like tenofovir or entecavir can suppress the virus, preventing the disease from progressing. Only those with high liver enzyme levels, a high viral load, or signs of cirrhosis need immediate treatment. If you don't meet these criteria, you still need to be monitored every 6 months. Take your medication daily without fail. Hepatitis B medication is often long-term, possibly for decades. But don't be discouraged. Many patients live healthy lives with continuous treatment. Get your liver enzyme and viral load checked every 6 months if you're not at the cirrhosis stage, or every 3 months if you are. An inspiring story. John, a truck driver in Chicago, found out he had hepatitis B 10 years ago. With continuous treatment and regular checkups, he remains healthy, drives his truck, and supports his family. Do you want to be a success story like John? Comment, "I will be persistent," to remind yourself. Step 3. Change your lifestyle. Long-term liver protection tips. Treatment is important, but lifestyle changes will help your liver become stronger and reduce the risk of liver cancer. Here are some tips everyone can follow. Eat a healthy diet. Reduce fatty foods, fried foods, and alcohol, which are major enemies of the liver. Increase your intake of green vegetables, fruits, and protein-rich foods like fish or tofu. A salad or grilled chicken are great options. Exercise regularly. Just 30 minutes of walking, jogging, or yoga every day can help your liver function better. You can try simple exercises like walking around Central Park or doing yoga from YouTube videos. Avoid toxins. Do not share needles, razors, or personal items with others who may be at risk of infection. If you get a tattoo or a manicure, choose a reputable place and make sure the equipment is sterilized. Manage stress. Stress weakens the immune system, making the liver more vulnerable to damage. Try practicing meditation or deep breathing, which are popular methods to stay relaxed. Challenge yourself a bit. What habit will you change this week to protect your liver? Maybe it's skipping a beer on the weekend or adding a plate of veggies to your dinner. Share your plan in the comments so I and everyone else can cheer you on. Everyone, liver health is not something we can overlook. The stories of Susan, John, and millions of others are a reminder that small actions today, such as getting a liver checkup, getting vaccinated, or changing your lifestyle, can save you from serious consequences in the future. Don't let hepatitis silently destroy your liver. Take action today. Book an appointment to get your liver checked at a nearby hospital. Check if you and your family are fully vaccinated against hepatitis B. Make a commitment to change your habits to protect your liver. If you found this video useful, like it, share it with friends and family, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss other useful health tips. In the comments, tell me what you'll start doing to protect your liver. Or if you have questions, ask away. I'll answer right away. Let's build a healthier community together, starting with you. See you in the next video.